Yes, but maybe it might be delayed.
Okay, yeah, no, there's a
Yeah.
reception issue in this area. I don't know what it is. It's not like I can see my reception's a
Where
disaster. So let me reload for a sec. I'll be back.
where are you? Okay.
Same
Okay.
place I'm
Okay. Okay.
always at, man. I usually have good reception here, but
Okay. 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 Yeah. You go. You go. We'll wait here, and you'll be back. We got about 13 minutes left until this drop goes down, and I'm assuming we're going to be able to burn immediately after. If you guys have been following, yesterday NFL All Day announced late in the day that burning is finally coming. Completely unexpected, honestly. I know people have been calling for burning. I know Top Shot is working on some kind of crafting or whatever, but this was a pretty unexpected announcement. And we actually have Zach from All Day, who's going to tell us a little bit more about it. And then Phil and I are going to grill him with questions, hoping that he slips up and gives us even more info. Zach, what's up, man?
What's up, Luke? What's up, Phil? How you guys doing?
Good. Phil is lost in the who knows where he is. He's in purgatory right now, walking through the forest. He said he's in the same place as usual, but we don't know what that means. So maybe that's like a secret boardroom or something at work. But dude, congrats! I mean, burning totally unexpected to kind of come from this blog yesterday, and I love the little graphic you guys have there where it's kind of like evaporating in a very like Tron-like style. Just to recap for everybody, three pieces to this burning, and then Zach, want to hear a little bit more background from you. So basically, first form of burning is if you pull a pack today that has 3 commons, you will be able to burn those for some Dapper credit, and going forward there'll be more ways like that to do it, either burn it for credit or for prizes or something else, and that seems like a bit of an open canvas. Number 2 is that at some point soon we'll be able to burn old moments to unlock new ones, which I'm assuming is something that maybe we'll get a chance to do sometime this summer, and still not sure exactly how that's going to shape out. And then number 3 is that All Day will be burning moments, specifically 100,000 from the already minted uncirculated common tier moment NFTs from weeks 13 to 18 of the 2021 season, which I love to hear. I've been saying for a while that it's like, the season's over, so we only want so many moments from those. Zach, I mean, a lot of questions to ask you, and I know we only have you for a few minutes, but how long has this been in the works? Like when did you find out, if you can give us an approximate date, that is like, when did they tell you that's like, hey, we're gonna start burning stuff soon?
Yeah, so we know burning's always been a factor. Like you talked about with Top Shot wanted it, and that is at least something we thought about when creating All Day and how we could implement it. And this is something that's been in the works for months, and our team, I think, has crushed it. And just watching this feature, it's just so exciting. And then I know as a collector, I'd be so hyped right now, getting ready for the queue because this is something we haven't seen on any Dapper Sports products. So, no, definitely cool. It's taking a lot of time. I'm just stoked that it's finally here to share with you guys.
Dude, we're excited too, man, and congrats to being like the first of the Dapper licenses out the gate with it. I don't know if there's some kind of like internal competition that was going on of who's gonna get to this feature first, but that's really exciting for you guys to roll this out. Can you give us some context in terms of, I guess I guess the biggest piece here is actually burning they're all big pieces, but burning the uncirculated moments. Is that something that we can anticipate more of? And also, like, when do you think that is going to happen? Because it says, I think, sometime this off season. But is that something that's coming? It's imminent.
Yeah, I don't have the specifics of timing, but we'll definitely keep everyone posted. But with that, a big factor of this is, again, we're in closed beta, and I know that's kind of a meme in the community, like, oh, we're in closed beta, we're still testing and learning. But truthfully, one of the learnings was just what everyone thought with supply.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is why we're implementing things like this, because we do hear you guys and know the importance of it. So we're excited to see that happen, because, again, this is another inaugural thing coming to Dapper Sports. And this is, I'm sure, stuff that Top Shot, UFC, and other things that come can learn from.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Any hints? Any hints? All over the place here. Are those going to be those 100,000 common moments? Are those going to be like across the board, like evenly? I'm not even sure exactly how many plays there are from the common plays from weeks 13 to 18. But is that do you have any details there in terms of like it's gonna be like say there's 100 plays, it's gonna be 1,000 of each one?
Yeah, I'm not certain. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But that is a very good question though, because I'm sure that's a question that a lot of people will have once it is time. But no, sorry.
That's cool, man. That's no worries. Do we have an approximate amount of Dapper credit that we're going to get from burning comments today? Do we know what that is?
Nothing we can share, but I'm definitely excited. I'm curious for the people that will be on the fence of that $35 threshold. And maybe there'll be some people that just want to. I know like Gronk's one of the most anticipated people. That's a common moment in this drop. I'm curious to see what people are willing to give up him and stuff like that.
Mm.
So, just excited to see how people play with this feature and the feedback and just data we get from this, and just learning and moving forward.
Oh shit! I didn't even see. Okay, sorry, I didn't realize that in the other blog it says that you burn them for a $35 credit.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. Okay. Is there? Do you think you'd ever do something like? I guess that wouldn't make any sense. I would just say burn the pack for $35, but I guess if you're buying the pack, then it's like you're already kind of that's already kind of in the works
Yeah,
there.
no,
So
but the cool thing about this is like with the blog you were going with initially, where we have like the different ways we can do burning. There's just so many fun ways we can implement this.
mhm,
And I'm just excited to see what we do and also what other ideas the community comes up with, because this is just again new.
mhm.
Um, we're testing this out, and I think it's gonna be exciting to see what comes with it.
So is that like your signal to the community for us to start thinking on like to throw some ideas out there? Like, do you want to see a First Mint podcast that's like cool stuff you could do with burning moments on
Always,
NFL all
always,
day?
always
Is that what
would.
you want?
Yeah. Or just go in the Discord and just spam me and tag every rep at once with your ideas. Those are usually the ways to get ideas across. But no, seriously, no, honestly, that's what's so cool about it. Like, yeah, you and Phil can just knock it out and just come up with millions of ideas, and maybe one will
Mm.
stick.
For sure. Well, I like that. I mean, that's it is great to see you guys kind of like listen to the community that way. Can you give us any insight into how it goes to like present an idea like this back to the NFL and the NFLPA? Because that's the part I've always assumed is really tricky. Whereas if you're like a native NFT project and you just made up your own IP, then you do whatever you want with it, obviously. But with something like this, it's like you're going to end up. I just assume that like players unions and stuff are like, hey, we don't want to end up in this situation where a certain player has been traded in or their moments have been destroyed more than others because just for fair, like that's literally the whole mission, like fairness in a way, right? But it's uncharted territory at the same time, right? To have NFTs like this, is there any insight at all you can give us in terms of like how the NFL's how the NFL partner is reacting to this concept, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I'm not a part of that process, so I'm not certain. But I'm sure the partnership folks are just helping them educate them as much as we can with NFTs because it is so new, like you said. But burning isn't new to a lot of us that are probably in the spaces right now. So it's really cool to see that the NFL is working with us and adopting this. Because just after the announcement last night, we saw so much positivity and excitement. And I think even when I was a collector before being at Dapper, burning was always a thing we were anticipating. And now it's here on NFL Day, and it's pretty freaking sweet.
Yeah, and I love dropping that like in the off season too, right? Because then it's like we've still got a few months, like 3 months or so, for some of this stuff to get implemented, and for you guys to learn from that, which is really exciting. What's the community's reaction been like?
Overwhelmingly positive, honestly. I think a lot of people are eager to hop into this drop, just to experience it because again, new features are pretty cool, and this is one that's highly anticipated. So we're just grateful to see everyone's feedback. And honestly, the best part about it, from my perspective, is for months now, people have been asking about this and requesting it, and the cool things we could do with burning. And with that and all the hard work that happened internally to make this happen, just all of it come together at once is just so cool to see.
Yeah, that is exciting, man. Yeah, and I feel like it's hard to have a negative reaction to this, because also like it's also we don't know exactly what's going to look like, and I like that today you guys are starting really simple. It's just like pull three commons, and I guess is there going to be like a button we can press There's only 1,000 packs, so only so many people are going to get to go through that experience. But I guess you open the commons, and then you're going to have an option for that.
Yeah, so if you have 3 commons, you will have an option to trade them in and burn them. They're just gone.
Okay.
And for $35, no matter what 3 commons you get. If you
Right.
pull rare or legendary, you do not have the option to burn them. One of our thoughts there was maybe a new collector comes by and doesn't really know what they have, and then they just burned a legendary moment out of 49, and they're like, what? And so we want to make sure, like you said, this is the first one. We want to make it pretty clear, pretty simple, just for learnings from us and just getting some really positive and critique feedback from our community.
Dude, I don't know, man. I do, Phil and I really do like that kind of chaos, though, like a finger slip, fat finger type chaos of like I've got a legendary and then it's gone by accident. I don't know. That is pretty good. Is there the option to burn? Is it going to like is it temporary while you have the pack open? Like if I open a pack today, can I come back on Monday and still burn those 3 moments?
Great question. That was something we were thinking about while developing this, and we wanted to give 24 hours. Again, for new users who might not know what they have, this gives them the opportunity to go in the marketplace and be like, should I keep these moments? Because maybe someone's not a big Gronk fan, but they're like, cool, this is a pretty highly coveted moment. Like, I should keep this instead of the $35. So you will have 24 hours from the drop time. So that gives you until 2 p.m. tomorrow, I believe, to make that decision.
Okay. So it'll be something that's like, I'm just thinking like people might be nervous, like they open it, you can burn, but then like if they navigate away from that page, they can still there'll be an option to return and burn.
Correct.
Those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zach, what about the older packs, man? The exact same packs, but the older ones. That was like the big question of the day. I saw Dave earlier. Dave, I see you in here. I saw Dave answering it sort of on Twitter. Has that been clarified? I missed part of this conversation. Has it been clarified if the older packs that are the exact same as the ones being dropped today will have the same feature if you're holding one of the older ones that you got in previous drops?
So for people that might not know, we have the Super Wild Card packs today, which have been released before. If you have one from previous drops and are still holding it, you cannot burn any of those moments. It will give you the option to do it and walk through the process. So it looks like you can, but you will get an error if you try to do it.
Okay.
So just,
all right. So is today
just
kind of
1,000 packs today.
So is today kind of like, I mean, it's not called a stress test, but is it some sort of stress test in terms of, trying out this feature? Is that kind of what we're looking at, just to set the expectation bar there?
Yeah, this is just the perfect opportunity to just get that feedback of what you guys like, what works, what doesn't. And so that's why it's a small amount of 1,000 packs.
Okay. So very beta to try this today, basically.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what the feedback we get from the community. So everyone listening, please tag me, tag Jason, AJ, Dave, everyone all at once, and just tell us what you like, what you didn't like. If you have any bugs, please, screenshots, whatever, maybe support tickets. All that is truly helpful and is really setting the future of this product.
Awesome,
okay,
man.
LG, we are down to 15 seconds here. All right,
true.
1,000 packs up for grabs, down to 10, 9,
Zach,
8,
you can go.
7.
Thanks, Zach.
6.
Can I just give a
5,
hot take before I go?
2.
The Eagles are legit Super Bowl contenders. Jalen Hurts is a top 15 quarterback in the league.
Screw the
so
Eagles,
much talent
buddy.
on the
Bills
Eagles
Mafia.
roster, and we're making a run this year. That's all I have to say.
Wow.
Unbiased.
Boo.
I appreciate
if I pull Eagles, I'm burning all of them immediately.
Well,
we are
sadly,
live.
we didn't perform well in Wild Card Weekend, so there was no Eagles moments in this drop.
That's yeah.
But
I thought these were. Hold on, wait. I thought these. Wait, this is Super Wild Card Week. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Brady wrecked us in that game.
No. I was thinking. Sorry, I was still for a second. I thought that these were I was thinking week 13 to 18 still because of the 100,000 moments. So yeah.
No, but seriously, guys, thanks for having me on. Anytime, I always love coming on here. It's always a blast.
Dude, we're happy to have you, man. Thanks for making a couple minutes to chat through and kind of answer some questions. So yeah, good to chat with you, Zach.
Of course. Good luck, everyone. Thanks, guys.
Take it easy, Zach.
So
shit. Some people. Wow.
He said good luck, but my spot in line is 11,000.
I'm 11,126. I see someone with 15,000. Wayne, hold on. Wayne Cameron. Oh no, that's Smurf Diesel. Chandler, tell me what you got, man. I want to say your full name on the air. I've been dying to do it all day. Smurf got 1327. I'm getting blown up with text messages. I don't know if it's about this or not. Man, I don't know if anybody in here got one of these packs.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know.
Really, really low.
It's very few. Yeah, it's very, very few. If you're going to get a pack, let us know, I guess, so we can get you up here. But I don't know. I don't know if we're going to actually get a walk through this experience today, Phil. So I don't know. I don't know how long we can keep this going. But I guess to kind of Zach's point, Phil, while you and I just stared at our screens in utter despair because we're very far away from getting a pack. They left it pretty open in terms of what you can burn these moments for, right? Like this time it's going to be a $35 credit. Off the top of your head, what else would you want to trade those in for, to burn those moments for?
I mean, the obvious, like merch, tickets, things like that. You know what I mean? Like it's already hard enough to get Buffalo Bills tickets for me anyways, right? Unless you buy seasons, it's hard to get single game seats when they go on sale. That some kind of feature like that would be really dope. If ever we get into, I don't know, you could even do something like, like a wild card into a challenge entry. Like, so if you trade in moments, you're given like a Monopoly pass where if you're missing 2 moments in a challenge, that covers both of them or something like that, like a free pass.
Like kind of a cheat code type thing.
A cheat code type thing. That's exactly what they did. Exactly. Something like that, man. I think that'd be pretty cool because you may not want to collect everything that's part of a challenge, but if you have I don't want to call it the cheat code, but a free pass or something like that, I mean, that could hold some value too. But I do love the concept and I do love the idea and I love where this is heading. And I think a lot of people are super stoked when the news came out yesterday. From what I saw anyways, it had everybody excited, right?
So. Yeah, and it's like, I like that, like the crafting or the trade-in element of like trade these back for basically like the same cost as the pack, right? Or a few dollars more is cool. But I also like first and foremost, that's really strong because that just immediately signals that it's like, hey, if you don't like your pack, if you feel like you got a bunch of commons that are just crap and you don't want those players, guess what? You get to trade it in immediately for, I guess, how much are the packs today? How much are these packs? $35? $40? $49, right?
49 is what I say.
49. Yeah. So you get to trade it in for like a $14 loss, which in some cases might be a lot better than whatever you would get on the marketplace. Like say all of those are only $5 or something like that, right? So it's like it's very I don't know if you call that like lottery system, but that to me is like a strong like, okay, cool, like you get to recoup 75% of your cost or whatever that is immediately if you want, and then go use that money to go buy something else or just save it for next time kind of thing. So that's a really interesting feature. I like that it's not even, that it's not like, hey, you just get $49 back right away, as in like you're still taking a gamble there, which I think is really important. So that to me is really good. I think the far more significant thing, which we'll talk to Chad about in a second, and I think that excites me, is them burning supply, because we're 3 months to the season. When's training camp opening? Like mid-July? Early July?
Yeah, typically late July, August is when they do it. I know because of the show Hard Knocks. I love Hard Knocks so much, and they usually typically cover the entire training camp, and it starts early August, and they're already a weekend usually. So yeah, definitely. That's what preseason is.
So excitement and fantasy leagues and all that kind of stuff kicks up late July, right? The excitement. So that's soon, man. Like this is the time of the year where things pass fast. So you've got like 6 weeks basically until that starts, and I think it's like it's we're almost at the point where it's like it's time to stop selling stuff from last year. You know what I mean? It's like you can't keep releasing stuff that came out last season because you got to start getting people excited about next season, right? And like historical drops, that kind of stuff is good. Challenges, burning, all that is good. So I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see some stuff get kind of torched up. Who knows? Maybe there'll be more. But back to the drop like trade-in idea. I agree with you. I think like merch is good. I think like some kind of like, would you be down for some kind of like ticket merch credit system, right? Like a different currency, but it's like, hey, you can burn these for $35, or you can burn them for like a a ticket star, and once you get 5 ticket, and then they open like a ticket store, and certain tickets to certain games are cost like 5 stars or 10 stars or something like that. You know what I mean? Like a whole different like currency of shop that is exclusive only to things you can earn in NFL all day. Does that make sense?
Are you talking like a Dave and Buster's or Chuck E. Cheese type deal where you collect as many
Yes.
tickets as you can, then you get it to go into kind of a shop and pick the stuff that you want? I mean, I'd be interested in anything, to be honest with you.
I've said this a lot of times, right? That I think one of the smartest things I ever heard about like tokens and all that kind of stuff is that it's like, think about it like an arcade, where it's like you show up to the arcade, you pay your normal money, you get your tokens to play games, and then from those games, depending how well you play, you get tickets, and then you can only buy stuff at the store with those tickets, and those are things at the store you can't get if you had just used your money to begin with, kind of thing. So I like any format of that, any kind of gamification. If things you get out of this were fungible, that could be cool or were non-fungible or fungible would be good as well. But I like the idea of that, of some kind of exclusivity, but something that maybe you can only buy at those places. I also like a totally different product. So Dapper people don't get offended me bringing this up. But I've been doing some of the challenges on NFTU, and what you earn from some of those challenges, I think you trade in moments basically, is you also get like a challenge ticket. Like you trade in like 5 players, and then you get a pack with the new player, but then you also get this ticket that you then need that ticket in other challenges. Right. So I kind of like that it's like, if you want to do a rare challenge, you need like 5 tickets that you've earned from doing other challenges. So you can only do that challenge with those tickets from other challenges. And a system like that, kind of like a second token system like that for challenges, I think is really cool, and could make some of the rarer stuff that they're going to release, like, or even some of the other historical stuff, a lot more interesting if you need more than just, a wallet to go buy the players.
Yeah, so, I think so. I mean, some might see that as a bit complicated, and if you miss a few, you might feel left out or something. But yeah,
well, it could be multiple. It could be like, let's say you do 20 challenges, and then you have a challenge where it's like people do you get 1 ticket per challenge kind of thing. Then you do a challenge where it's like you need 5 tickets to finish the challenge, right? So everybody has a chance, and maybe you can trade those tickets too, right? So I don't know. There's other ways to earn. Like, think about all the challenges you've done on Top Shot. Like, I wish I had something else from those besides just like a checkbox that says I finished the challenge.
Yeah, I agree with that. Would you, LG? Yeah. Would you trade in, or sorry, would you burn moments for a priority queue access to, say, the first drop of the season, opening week, something like that?
Good question. Would it be guaranteed or no?
It depends, because I think that's where you'd run into issues, right? If too many people did it, then how do you guarantee packs for that drop? But I assume if we're going by last year's numbers, that a week 1 drop this year or this upcoming season would have 30, 40, 60, 50, 1,000 packs. And they could even actually base it off of that, even if, to ensure there's enough for everybody, which, may be counter what we're trying to do here. But I'm just thinking outside the box a little bit, stuff that you could do. And that's probably not even outside the box. But but no, for me would be like real life experiences, because we hear about them so much. And NFL is one of those where the real life experiences, I mean, if we're not going to have a fantasy aspect per se, where you could maybe earn tickets to play in those fantasy events or something like that, I think some in real life stuff would be pretty special. The ability to attend events, that's still, when they first announced NFL All Day, I know you remember this because we got on Spaces immediately.
Oh my God, that was crazy.
And the scenarios that we brought up were things like, at every game there'd be a booth set up, and they've gone over this with Top Shot. It hasn't really worked out, the ability to set up a booth like they did at Summer League at every arena once a month or something like that. But the NFL is a little different. It's once a week. You could pick a city that hosts, have a booth at the games and things like that. You know what I mean? Some in real life experiences. I know it's become kind of too cliche in the space, and people are like, oh yeah, no, everybody does that and promises that. Nobody really cares. But I think the NFL is a little bit different. It would take fandom to another level. You do an event in Vegas or something at an NFL game, and you burn certain moments, you get access. You'd have a ton of people going to that. I think it'd be pretty cool, man. I think something like that, just to kind of, you keep it fandom too, right? Whether it be merch, that's all day merch or team merch. I agree with you. Even if it's just a generic ticket that you can trade in for a choice of different things, like in a special store. I think that'd be really cool, man. I'm thinking I can't get the Dave and Buster's and Chuck E. Cheese out of my head here. In terms of collecting those tickets and then having the option to go for whatever you want. We've been doing that since we were kids, man.
Exactly.
When you'd sell magazines at school and stuff like that, or the magazine subscriptions, the more you sold, right? You'd get a cool prize.
That's such a good reference. That's such a good reference.
Something like that.
Depending which tier, like how like if you sold $500, you got in tier 1. If you got $1,000, you got in tier 2, and the prizes would upgrade. Oh man, I remember that so well. Phil, what about like you're talking like fun fandom stuff? This is obviously a little less serious, but like what about something really weird where it's like if you get a meet and greet, but with a player that you burned their legendary of?
Oh wow, that'd be I mean, here's the deal though. You would have fans that do it.
Yeah.
You would have a lot of fans that do it. Seriously, man.
Yes. Yeah.
But then imagine going to meet them and then you tell them that you got this opportunity to meet them after burning their moment that's never going to be available anywhere ever again, right? So what are they going to think of you? What, they're meeting 100 people that burn them forever? Like,
but what if that was the way you did it? It's like, oh, you want to meet like OBJ, you have to burn his legendary. So then it's like, so you know what I mean? Like that it's super twisted, but it's like, do you want the legendary or do you want to meet him? And then it reduces the supply of a popular player, right? Which is good, right? That's what
it would eliminate some players. I'm almost sure of it. But then you're right, because the more would get burned for something like that, then that would leave the others with a decision. Well, hold on, we're down to only like 20 of these now because all the others burned. Screw that. I don't want to meet OBJ. Who cares? Let me keep a 1 of 20 now, right? Which was previously a 1 of 80 or something.
Yes.
So that's pretty interesting, man. Logistically, it would be a little tough, I think.
Of course.
But but that's the kind of stuff I like for sure, man.
Yeah,
I'd be looking at stuff like that.
I've also always said, another thing I strongly believe in is that I think, because this is if you zoom out, like this is all day moving into gamification, right? And that's really important to note is that so far all day, there hasn't been much gamification. It's been collectibles, like collect your favorite players, show up for the drops, like you have some there's some access, I guess, like you know what I mean, like it has been very collectible driven, especially with like historical packs coming out, all that. But now this is like now gamification is beginning, or rather they are going to start building the blueprint of what gamification looks like. So the decisions they're making now of stuff that might be long term and the mechanics of those are going to be really important as this grows. And as I'm assuming at the start of the season, there'll be a moderate, marketing push. It's like those people are going to be coming in to a system where it's like, hey, collect your favorite players, your favorite plays. There's a library of stuff from last season. And also 10% of it is gone because people burned it in exchange for credit or for prizes or for access. So that is a huge step for them. And with that, I've always believed that it's really, really important for great, like what makes a great NFT project is where the collectors have hard decisions to make, really difficult decisions, right? So something like that's where like crafting is so vital, that it's like if you have to, if you have a legendary reward out there and the only way for you to get it is to burn 10 rare moments, that is a tremendous decision to make, right? Like that is really hard to do. And even better if it's, hey, there's 2 options, burn 10 rares and you're guaranteed one of these 3 legendary players, or burn 10 rares and you get tickets to this thing, or you get to go to this exclusive whatever. You know what I mean? It's like, I think that even those, it's like you have 2 doors to walk through, and even like you have you have 3 options in that case: door number 1, door number 2, or don't walk through the door, right? Is like, I think that kind of stuff is so important for NFTs to succeed and for gamified projects to succeed.
Man,
is that vibe,
It's so weird you say that, because I kind of feel like I feel the opposite. I get so stressed out when I have to make decisions like that. I actually hate it. Like let me burn all my garbage, the stuff I consider garbage, and then give me something really good. But don't tell me that everything I've been collecting and going after really good cereals is now all I can burn. In terms of getting rewarded for it, because then I'm like, no, I don't want to do that, but I want to get rewarded for something. And that's not it, right? Because that's how I collect. I don't just collect. Like typically, if I'm grabbing stuff off the marketplace, I'm grabbing the best cereals I can find when somebody just dumps them. I'm collecting players I like, and then I love my collection. I don't carry that much junk. So when they do that, I get super stressed, man. Like I don't like it. I know you say it defines, it defines a good project, or it's a sign of a good project. But for me, no, I don't think so, man. I just don't. I hate it. I really hate when they do that, and I wish they would never do it because too much stress, man. So yeah, if I held the legendary like Josh Allen, man, I'd be stuck here. Like, man, do I really want to meet him and get rid of this thing? Like, I don't know. I could probably sell it to someone who really does want to go for it for a lot more. But I figure I don't know.
What if it was?
I don't know how much
that
would
was.
mean.
But okay, right? That's fair. But I think that I think then the option to not have to do anything is also good. You know what I mean? Okay, so how about this? You need a fair balance of gamification decision making, and of like let's not call them rewards for things like meet and greets. Let's call them benefits. Let's call that a benefit, because a benefit is something that you just get from holding your credit card or something like that. It's just given to you, right? So I think let's call things like fandom the benefit, and things like burning the gamification and the utility, right? So I think that there's a place. Maybe how about this, Phil? A well-crafted product is one where there's something for you and something for me, where it can balance both of those.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. Absolutely. Yeah,
but I think there could be something. It's like, okay, so how about this? So. Like maybe not have to burn like a really rare Josh Allen, but something that it's like, hey, specific Bills challenge, burn 20 common moments, and that can then unlocks you to either to go to a game and to get a rare, and there's going to be 5 players in that rare pack. You're going to get one of them. You don't know which one. And then that's like, would you still be down to burn those moments, or would you hold them?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Don't put me in that
position. Okay, so that's the stress.
Give me a jersey too, man. I want a jersey. You know what I'm saying? Like
exclusive jersey that's only made, because that's the thing.
Yeah, no,
if
seriously.
You can go buy the exact same thing with the money that you would have spent on the moments, then what's the point? Like, it is fun, but it's like I think there has to be a certain level of exclusivity there. Phil, we have somebody with a pack. BFG,
yes, we have a few people with packs.
98764. Are you there?
What's up, guys?
Yo, man, how's it going?
Good. Thanks for having me on. I've actually been on your podcast before. You guys were kind enough to have me on after I won the all access to Milwaukee.
Whoa! Wow, that was wow. So were you in that suite?
I wasn't that sweet.
Oh wow! Did you make an appearance on the phone when actually Jeb Bush went live with us on the show and started exposing everyone in that box?
No, I don't. I think I was 5 feet from him, but I don't think I was on the phone.
Okay, nice, man. So
I'm dying to rip this pack, guys.
He knows what I'm talking about here.
Let's do it, man. Let's crack that.
I can't
thing.
wait.
We want to see what this burning option is like.
All right, well, let's see if I even want to burn. So I'm claiming my pack.
No, you have to. BFG, listen, you have to burn no matter what if you're on the show. I don't care what's in there, even if it's legendaries. You have to find a way to do it.
I guess it's. He said it still gives you the option if there is a legendary.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't let you do that.
Sorry, the all day site's taking a second to sync and everything.
What is going on? Oh, here we go. We got I'm just gonna pin the screenshot from Infinity Sports Picks, who got to that option as well. So there we go. That's what it looks like.
Oh, hopefully that's not what I'll be seeing here in a second.
Yeah, I hope you get a legendary, man. I hope you get something good.
Oh, thank you.
You do not need to make that decision.
Thank you. Well, hopefully the system syncs here in a second. Here we go. Opening pack. We have a common Matthew Stafford. We got a common Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh. Oh, okay.
And we got a
That's the last ever
common Levi Wallace. I already have that Roethlisberger, so I have little problems burning this.
You have a problem burning this?
I said little problem burning this.
What's the
As
little?
in no problems. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you have
my
little problems. Okay,
Roethlisberger is a triple-digit cereal.
Hold on, I gotta get you. What's the price on that guy? Let's see.
So so maybe like I said, I missed half the conversation trying to reconnect earlier. When you burn, you have to burn everything that was in the pack. Is that correct?
You have to burn all three commons from the pack.
You have to burn all three commons from the pack. Okay.
Yeah.
That there's no option of picking only certain ones or anything like that. It's got to be what you opened. The commons in there have got to go.
Yes.
Okay.
Who was the first player? BFG.
Stafford,
Roethlisberger, and Levi Wallace.
So, and it's a common Stafford.
Yeah.
Which
it's the January 17th.
So your pack is worth $26.
Let's burn it.
Wow, there you go. Hey, this is a prime example, though. This is a prime example of exactly the kind of stuff that people are going to be happy about. Because now you're like, you know what? Instead of being pissed off that you paid $49 for a pack that's 26, you have the option of recouping some of it with this burning option, which I really like. I love it.
Exactly. So the Stafford is $7, Levi Wallace is $4, and Roethlisberger's $15.
And I already own a Roethlisberger, so I feel like I'm helping myself out. Never been happier to burn $15 and talk to you two.
Wow. Well, BFG, I have to thank you for picking us over Magic Johnson right now, man. That says a lot for everyone in here right now. Every single person in here actually picked the first mint over Magic Johnson, and we appreciate you guys. And that includes you, man. So congrats on getting a pack again, dude.
Well, thank you. All right. I'll let you guys go.
All right. Thanks, BFG. Good luck. Wait, did you burn? Did it work?
Oh, yeah. Burned. Got $35. It was.
Whoa.
That's it. And it's done.
That's it. It's done. Yeah. Few clicks.
So you don't even have to wait for the 35. It's not like we'll be giving it to everyone in the end of July or June or any of that stuff. It's immediate.
I mean, I guess I could check my Dapper wallet and see if it's there.
But no, that's a legitimate question because we've seen, types of deals like this recently with other stuff and the money's not coming till way later. So I'm very curious if it's immediate or if it's kind of down the line.
Well, let's see.
I imagine it'd be hard to track and keep track of if it would be, in a few months from now or something like that. So hopefully it's immediate, but I don't know.
You guys are going to need to stretch it.
You want us to kill time? Is that what you're saying?
I just got a DM saying I'm cheating the system. I have dual cell phones going on both spaces. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for being honest.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Appreciate that.
What's Magic saying? What's Magic saying in the other spaces, man? What's going on with him?
He's talking about us.
It's immediately in my
wow.
Nice. That's
wow.
Great.
That's sweet, dude. Man, I guess
I can use that across the Dapper.
Can we go back to those $250 packs that one time that I got and the value was super low? I want that option here. I want a redo option. That was my only bad pack, to be honest with you. The others were all great. But I wish they would give us one retro pack we could go back and just destroy.
I think it was the Super Bowl pack, wasn't it? That was kind of crap.
Yes,
that was kind of weird.
The one. Yes.
It was the actual Super Bowl pack. Yeah, that was a little weird. Yeah. Because it had a lot of other playoff moments and stuff, and it was packed with some stuff that did not do well on the market. Let's say.
Poker Pro Eric wants to know why we went live at the same time as Magic Johnson. Dude, we don't sit here all day and start making a schedule of Magic Johnson and when he's going live with anybody, man. I mean, we're going live when we're going live because the drop was at 2. So forget Magic Johnson. It's at the same time. What can I tell you, man? If you want to hear us, you hear us. If you want to hear Magic Johnson, you hear Magic Johnson. If you want to hear both, you do like some of our friends in here who have dual cell phones going and listening to 2 different spaces. All I can say about that.
There we go. And I just we just retweeted. So yeah, just celebration from the All Day team that the first ever moments on All Day have been burned. as BFG did, and as many others have done. So pretty cool. Hopefully, like that to me that's the start of something really great there. And I hope that the burning is aggressive. I like 100,000 being burned. I hope it's tons. And Phil, the last thing I wanted to say about my desire for gamification, and that aspect is also one way or another. And I'm curious if you agree with this. That I think that there needs to be a clear kind of like circular loop of not necessarily an exact amount, but for there to be a clear way for there to be a good amount of stuff that goes out, or good stuff, as much stuff that comes in, there has to be a good amount of stuff going out, let's say. You know what I mean? To kind of maintain a balance there. So I think that there needs to be like every drop should have some kind of like burn option or some kind of like burn surprise if you don't know what that's going to be, and a way to really balance that, right? And I do think that all day, without knowing anything or assuming, it's just like they already in this blog at the bottom, which I kind of missed yesterday because when I tweeted that from First Min, I was literally out mountain biking. Is that they have guaranteed that each year there won't be more, that they will maintain the limit of 10,000 legendaries each year going forward. So I like that they're already locking that down, and that is like a good way of being like, okay, there's going to be 10,000 legendaries every year, and that's a good way to kind of like on the other end and be like, maybe you say like, and each year once they kind of the burning in process of like each year we're going to allow up to 1,000 of those to be burned. You know what I mean? So again, it's not even, but some kind of like we're going to do 10,000 maximum, and 10 or 20% might be burned every year through different mechanisms, right? Like something like that would be cool as well.
Yeah, I think
just
so.
to know that parameter.
What about another thing, which would, I mean, it'd be a bit of a lottery type deal, but what if you, like you said, kind of a mystery thing where after you open your pack, you have the option of burning, and it gives you like 3 different boxes that are unrevealed, and you select one of them. And if you select any of the 3, you have no choice but to burn your pack. Okay. But and then there's 3 different amounts that you get back. Say if they want to keep doing the money thing or getting Dapper balance back, you know what I mean? Like $5, maybe $500, $25.
You want it to be like a deal or no deal kind of thing.
Yes, I absolutely love that because that'll also keep people on their toes, being like, oh man,
Okay, how about this?
I can only imagine the chaos if that were to happen.
I'll do you one better, Phil. They collect, they round up people. You have to burn 1,000 moments for a ticket into Deal or No Deal NFL All Day Edition. Okay.
Oh, wow.
And then you get to compete in a similar competition like Deal or No Deal, where you have to pick boxes, and the boxes have a bunch of stuff. Like one of the boxes has like 50 grand, but one of the boxes has like a Buffalo Bills hat or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yes,
like it's a variety of different, like good, but also not amazing stuff.
Yes, I love that. I think that should be an option. I think it should be an option every single time. I think maybe that's where we'll be in like a year from now, when all of this really develops into all these innovations. I think we'll be somewhere like that. I think it'd be really cool, that. Man.
Dude, I love
and
that.
you could get a lump of coal, or you could get like the greatest thing ever, which the top prize would be whatever. like.
Yeah, like tickets like a suite for you and your friends at the game is like
that's what I mean. Though you can have one of those
boxes,
exactly.
The other boxes are like totally random things, like an NFT of the Bills losing. It's just like stuff like stuff that you don't.
Or you're not allowed to be in the next drop. Yes, I love
that. You're booted. Your account is suspended for a month. Like really awful, mean stuff.
I think people would have a blast with that, and you'd be seeing videos everywhere of people either opening really good stuff or some complete nonsense, and then some people absolutely snapping. And you could probably put some fun stuff in there just to keep it keep it interesting while burning, right? So yeah, man. I don't know. There's so many different ideas you could go through with this.
I do know that Quad has also been asking a lot about team sets and whether that'll happen, and what that's going to look like. But we got non-fungible up here, not fungible chops, but we also have the Vince McMahon has also arrived. So fungible chops, hold on one second. We got Dave Feldman coming in hot here, running into the ring with a ladder to smash Phil with it.
Yeah, I mean it's hot outside, guys. It's a bit of an inferno, and figured I'd just stop by and say hello.
What's up, man? How are you?
All is good. I've been loving hearing. I've been able to dip in and out of some of the conversation. Loving to hear some of the creativity you guys have. But it seems like the sentiment is very on point. And look, I think kind of just getting back to what we wrote last night. Scarcity is of the utmost importance to us. It's time that we kind of really see different levers we can pull to make sure that that's the case. And so we definitely view what's going on today as a first step in that direction. Excited to see where this goes.
Dude, yeah, love that. That's that's great and good to hear. Kind of the proper care and attention coming from the team and emphasizing the scarcity. What do you think? You've been listening. We've rattled off a few ideas here. Which ones do you like?
There's been some good ones. I think the iteration that you even just talked about, a bit of a mystery box of, maybe we announce ahead of time certain prizes or different versions of Dapper Credit that you might get. But you kind of roll the dice and see which ones are you going to get $1 or $1,000? I think that could be a really interesting element for
sure. Would you guys ever do something? I don't know if this is possible, but a credit that you can only use on certain teams? I don't even know if that's probably far ahead down the line, but it's just I wonder if that's something you could do where it's all right, Bill, Phil's going to trade in moments for Bill specific credits.
Yeah, that's a really cool idea. I know that functionality currently does not exist because it's a bit separate with our Dapper wallet. Of just it's a different process, but I think we have a lot of different ideas of how we can, make things a little bit more focused in that regard. But I think that's a great idea for sure. It just honestly, Luke, it's just exciting to see the feedback and also just knowing there's just so many endless creative possibilities where this can go. And so we're just happy to start this ride,
Dave, I asked, I threw this to Zach earlier. The NFL, they're on board with this, with the burning. They're down with that, obviously.
Yeah, we're not in the business of doing things that are going to mess, make our partners upset. So yeah, I think you can definitely say look, I think they fully understand that this is an economy and that economies need, we kind of call faucets and sinks. And so that in order to have that harmony, you need to have certain types of functionality, and they're totally on board.
That is a far more elegant way of saying what I said, which took me 2 minutes to formulate about in and out, which you just said faucet and sinks. It's way better. It's a much better way of putting it. Phil, do you have anything you want to say to Dave?
No, we had Dave on in the last Spaces LG when you were off doing something else. Dave jumped up here as well and gave some pretty good info as to what might be coming up this season. But I mean, all I can say, Dave, is I think you guys certainly took a step in the right direction with this and kind of really opened some eyes. I mean, we saw it in our Discord. We saw it pretty much all over the space, how excited people were for this. And, it's definitely a step in the right direction. And I love that, how smoothly it went for, what was it? Who did we just have up here? I forgot the letters in his name.
BFG.
Yeah. I love how smoothly that went. Because we've had people on the show before to kind of show everybody how things go. George Reister being the best example. Every drop we've ever had him on for, the guy was the biggest disaster ever would happen with whatever he's doing.
Specifically, no matter Matrix. What. Matrix was the one, especially where he got sent to the back of the 100,000 person line.
That lasted 3 days. Yes. And, even some of the NFL ones, man, he had some fiascos with us or NBA Top Shot or whatever it was. But I love that one of the first people we brought up here was able to go through the entire process almost flawlessly and say they saw their balance, right? Which is great. And that's kind of what we're looking for at this stage of being in the space and with these projects. Is we're hoping that this is when things get rolled out. Yes, they may go wrong, but hopefully they go right. And there's been, some thought put into it. And that's exactly what happened here. Because I was a little skeptical. I'm like, things might, that's why I asked Zach if this is kind of a stress test, because I thought things might go wrong or something might happen. But that was the great proof that it happened almost instantly. He did it right away, and he had his balance, and off he goes. But Dave, is that balance? Is that just credit that you have to use, or is that withdrawable? That's the other question a lot of people ask.
I believe it's non-withdrawable credit. You will be, that'll be within the Dapper ecosystem.
Okay.
NFL all day, ideally. But yeah, no, that's great to hear, Bill. And look, obviously, Like these are, we call them stress tests. We call them hot drops. But yeah, glad to hear that went smooth. And I really just want to say one thing because I do have to drop pretty soon. Like I think we're really excited for a big summer of burning, which we mentioned. But I think we also mentioned like some little peek at like how we're viewing challenges moving forward. So like as exciting as all this will be, and I think we're excited to see a lot of, our community members and even us potentially internally even further using this burning function, there's going to be challenges. We're going to need these moments. So there's going to be some game theory coming down the line where, I think there's some different economic levers here that'll come into place once we have some live action football coming up this September.
Ooh, I like that. That's spicy. Okay, we got with a little bit of alpha, and I will say I think this is the first time in that blog post, Dave, that we've seen Series 2 mentioned. It says it at the bottom. I feel like we have not seen an actual mention of Series 2 yet. It doesn't say what or anything, just saying, you guys are, you're going to be slowing the cadence in Series 2. Excited to see what that means.
I think last year we really wanted to make sure we were hitting the weekly cadence of the NFL calendar. And I think, we're all in the spirit of testing things. Like, I think, we tested that. We got some good learnings. I think we'll be testing some different cadences this year as well.
Beauty. Love to hear it, man. Thanks, Dave. Thanks for coming up, man.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Thanks for all that you do.
Always a pleasure, Dave. Take care, man.
All
right.
Ralvarez.
Hold on a second. Before you get to him, man, I have to say something.
Wow, Ralvarez has to wait again.
No. He's going to talk. We're talking. I'm going to call him NFC. Okay. I like to cut things short. I don't want to say full names. NFC. Nice to have you up here. True or false? You were one of the bandits that snuck in earlier and got one of those WWE packs.
It is true. It's damn true.
It's okay. LG can relate to that. He was part of the group that pulled the bandit stunt with
I went totally berserk, man. I lost it. And I gotta say, I think that's why Phil is also like giving so much praise for All Day, not just because it's working really well, not just because the product is working really well today, but also because WWE was an absolute mess so far. They didn't say what time the packs were dropping.
Nothing.
And then some of them went live randomly like 3 hours ago. And then the people that were able to buy the serial numbers weren't randomized. So people literally got like serial number 14, 15, 16 in their packs.
Stone Cold and everything.
Disaster,
Undertaker.
Man. Oh, what a
NFC was one of them, man.
I randomly checked the Discord and someone posted a picture of the pack. And I was like, okay, so I just jumped on. I bought one. I didn't open it immediately. And then I was like, you know what? I'll buy another one. So I bought another one. And then I just let them sit there. And then it took like an hour and a half to actually open the pack because then they shut the site down.
Is this why you're here? Is this why you're here? To throw it in my face, man? Is this why you're here just to laugh at me?
NFC saw us, though. He saw us in the Discord losing our minds. LG and I were on a rampage.
Am I the heel now? Am I the heel?
Oh, my God. Hold on. Whatever.
I got Terry Funk, number 22.
Yes, I saw that, man. I had forgotten about Terry Funk. And now, hold on. So you managed to get those WWE packs. And are you telling me you got one of these NFL packs too today?
I got one.
Dude, go play a lotto ticket, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
iRacer
go play a lotto ticket.
What the hell?
I didn't get any NBA packs. No NBA packs today.
Wow.
Whatever. Shut up.
Wow. Okay. Well, let's hear what you got, man, and let's see if you're gonna burn these.
On. Yeah, you're burning them. Oh wait, hold on. Wait. Before, I think it should be that. I think there should be an extra step in here that before if you have 3 commons, before you reveal them, that's when you should choose to burn or not. Not once you have them. I think it should just tell you, be like, you have 3 commons. Do you want to burn or no? And then if you choose to open, then
that's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying. And then it gives you 3 boxes.
All commons. Yep. I'm pretty sure
I think you should make that decision, and then you get 3 boxes, and then you pick one of the 3 boxes, and whatever's in there is what you get. Garbage, whatever. I love that, and I love that Dave loved that. Actually, he did like that, so that's a good sign. All right.
The first one was Gronk, 69-65. And I don't own this one, so
That's pretty good.
Second one was Singletary. Yeah, he sucks. I don't want this guy. He's a Bill. No one wants the Bills. Like, who would want the Bills?
That's the wild card one? Okay, that's $4. The Gronk is 30, so that's pretty good.
Okay.
And
the last one is McKinnon, which I already think I have this one too.
I'm smelling a burn here.
It'd be hard to burn the Gronk.
McKinnon is $4, so the value on the marketplace is $38. And I think after the 5% fee, you would be literally like right on the money. Oh, it would be at $36. And that's assuming that you're able to sell at those prices and that you don't have to undercut. So you're right on the line.
But like the guy, what was the guy that was just speaking before? These might have some fantasy value or some kind of value down the line with a flash challenge, especially if Gronk, if he comes back and plays. There might be more value holding that moment than just dumping it off and getting $35. I don't know. I have a day to think about it, I guess.
No, none of that. You have to decide right now.
NFC, man. No.
None of that shit. No. Not allowed.
Listen, what if you knew there was a box? Okay, let's put it this way. What if you knew that if you said yes to burning right now, and then you got 3 boxes, one of them has $500 in it, Dapper credit. The other one has $45 credit, and the other one has $1 credit. Would you do it?
What did I have to pay to get this option to do this? The $49?
Yeah. So right now it's giving you the option. If you say yes to burning, you will be presented with 3 boxes. One that has 500, one that has 45, one that has $1. And whichever you don't know which one you're picking. It's going to be a blind box. You're going to pick one of the 3 and get one of those 3 things. Are you taking that chance right now?
Yeah.
Okay. And how livid are you when you get $1?
Yeah, I've opened plenty of packs that are worth like $3 to $6. So
I would live to watch this stuff, man. If they had like lumps of coal prizes like that, I would absolutely die. Like honestly, that's like I really hope something like this.
Phil, it is 1000% in your future, your personal legend. If anybody ever read Alchemist, to be the host of that type of show. That is 100% your future. Listen, I see AJ's here. Okay, I know Dave left, but AJ's still here. Listen, AJ, by the start of the season, we need I don't know what we're gonna call that, Deal or No Deal All Day Edition, which we'll just go as the working title right now, hosted by the real Phil D, where people have to make that decision of 3 boxes. One is get your money back. The other one is $1, and the other one is like tickets to a game, and that's it. And then one of them is like, I don't know, it's got to be something like, or instead of $1, it's got to be something that's more game showy, like you get slime dumped on you or something.
Oh, there's a reality TV show of in the making of legendary moment holders meeting these players. You know, in real life, how awkward would that be?
Super awkward, man. I already said that. Like, yeah,
awkward. Like
very awkward. The players would be like, "Who are these guys?"
To land a legendary a while back of DK Metcalf. What would I do? What would I do in this conversation? Why would he want to hang out with me? He wouldn't.
He would want to. He'd play a game show with you, though. How about this? If you pulled a legendary of a player, you're teamed up with that player in a game show.
But I have to burn the moment to do this game show?
No. I don't know. Yeah, then you burn it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Listen, man. Like we'll think on it, man. Okay, it's good. This is suggestions for now. We're brainstorming, so there's a lot of good stuff here. But dude, I guess congrats on your poll.
Thanks, appreciate it. Have a good day.
Let us know what happens.
Oh, I'm probably gonna hold it.
Wow. NFC, are you going? Yeah, and you're going for Top Shot packs in about an hour for sure, right?
It's 15 minutes.
Is it? Oh, I had the wrong time then. Okay.
Well, there's the third drop is in 15 minutes.
Yeah, no. Okay. I thought there was one at 4 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, I struck out in the first 2. I did get an airdrop pack because I have the rare Series 1 final set. So I did get an airdrop, and I got my favorite Celtic, Phil. I got Jaylen Brown.
Dude, he was on fire yesterday. If you watch that fourth quarter, he was the reason.
Yeah.
Well, Al Horford, yeah, but like Jaylen Brown was the one that kind of got it going, man. No, seriously. Al Horford was he's the one who put it away, but like Jaylen Brown at the start of the fourth quarter was
that
just
whole rally.
Holy crap, man! I don't think they missed on like 10 straight possessions at one point. No, he was right in the middle of that, right?
Yeah, they really tore through them. Yeah, so I love Jaylen. I've got a few other Jaylen rare moments, so very happy to have gotten him in my airdropped pack, which is also a fantastic utility that was or benefit, let's say, that was added, by Dapper just this season for airdrop packs. So. Cool. All right, guys. Well, I think it's a good spot to wrap it up. Good luck, everybody, in the last drop of the day that's coming up in 15 minutes on Top Shot, or what? Actually, no. You know what, Phil? NFL or WWF hasn't happened yet, or WWE. So
that thing's never happening. Second part of that, I can guarantee you, it's going to be a while because unless they go like complete ghost again and just drop out of nowhere, which they did actually with one of their Genesis NFTs, they just dropped the second one out of nowhere. Nobody even knew about it.
That's right.
And man, this is wild. So yeah, I can't wait to see what happens. And NFC, dude, send us a DM next time, man. We don't want to hear about this after. You got to tell us what's going on. We came into the party way too late. By that time, the website had been kind of locked up, and they reset the button. So we're looking forward to the chaos. I don't think it'll happen today, but I keep refreshing the page no matter what. So there you go.
All right. Thanks, Phil D. NFC, good to chat with you again, man. And everybody else, have yourselves a great weekend.